Hi everyone, welcome to another video. In this session, we are going to discuss Biba model, which is another model and very important concept for the CISSP exam. As we have discussed thoroughly regarding Bell-LaPadula model in our previous video, let me recap that concept one more time. Bell-LaPadula model protects confidentiality, secrecy, and Biba model protects integrity. That is the major difference between these two models. So this difference we need to keep in mind for the CISSP exam, and we can see one or two questions related to these models. We will discuss more models in upcoming videos, but in this particular video, we are going to discuss Biba model. As I have already told you about Bell-LaPadula model, it protects confidentiality, and this particular model protects integrity. So now let us discuss thoroughly about this model. As you can see, one user who is Bob, he's at secret level level classification level, right? So so the user here, what we need to understand, the user who is at high integrity, we can say it is high integrity user, uh, cannot read lower integrity data. For instance, that is lower integrity. Confidential is lower. For instance, here is data, and this user is not allowed to read data at lower classification level. So to avoid being influenced by untrusted information. And the user, for instance, in this example, Bob is at secret level of classification. So Bob is not allowed to write anything on higher classification level, right? So Bob is not allowed to read at lower classification level, and at same time Bob is not allowed to write at higher classification level. So we can say no read down and no write up. So no read down and no write up. So this concept is very important for the CISSP exam. So as we could remember, as we have discussed in our previous video, uh, Bell-LaPadula model video, where we have discussed about Bell-LaPadula model, and we have discussed that user cannot read data from a higher classification level. For instance, no read up, right? And user cannot write to a lower classification level, no read down. And in this case is other way around. User is not allowed to write, user is not allowed to read down, right? So shortly I will try to explain a couple of examples to understand more about this Biba model, because when we learn about these models, then it always confuses us, this concept no write up and no read down. Therefore, I did some research to get some example where we can get an idea in real time why this is why why this model is not in this model user is not allowed to read down and write up. What is the reason behind it? So I try to find out a couple of examples. So one example which I have found out, for instance, imagine a hospital system where doctors uh, high integrity level access critical patient data, right? And imagine the receptionist is at lower integrity level. What receptionist does input patient data into the system. What happens if a hacker compromises the receptionist system and injects false patient record? If the doctor at high integrity level reads those false records, they might make a wrong diagnosis or prescribe the wrong treatment, right? This is why no read down exists. Doctor should only read verified high integrity medical data. So as we discussed, that Biba model prevents high integrity users from being misled by low integrity data. Doctors should only trust verified medical record, not untrusted lower level data, right? So therefore, no read down um, is not allowed. So if a high integrity user read low integrity data, it can introduce security risks such as tempered financial transaction. It could be another example in banking system, false health record, as we discussed, leading to wrong treatment, malicious code being introduced into secure system. So no read down and no write up. So that means high trust users should not be influenced by low trust data, right? Doctors should not trust data entered by compromised receptionist, right? No write up, low trust users should not modify high trust data, and a hacker should not be able to alter verified medical records. This is how we understand, right, about this Biba model. I hope this video will help you to understand about Biba model. If you have any feedback, any question, kindly share your feedback and questions in the comment section, and I will try to answer those questions. Try to answer those questions in upcoming video. Thank you so much for watching this session.